You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the South Gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzelik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Sar. That makes... 4 out of the 5.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Does it hurt? Not so fast! Swordblade output!
Mega Ray! Friend! Dance in the
Elusive deity!
field! If they rush you, you gotta just recover, okay?
You picked the wrong fight! I'll face you!
You attack without mercy.
Because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against the worthy.
Your power is a spectacle to behold.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Discourteous, aren't
Take
you?
this!
Dance in the wind!
It's over!
My
reach is even wider!
Get on in there with
Double
the others!
Demon Fang!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Orochi's Fury!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Explosive Ray!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Take this! It's over!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Where should I cast my line? Hup! Time to try a different spot. Yeah! Not my lucky day, I guess. There we go. You've got to know when to quit. we've got a lively one! Good fishers always keep their cool. Oh, we've got a lively one! Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Hup. All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay! Judging by the stench, I'd say...
I'm always amazed. What healing arts can do.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since...
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's...
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one...
Even so, It's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully... Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
87! 88! 89! Oh, shoot!
What the? Is the enemy attacking?
Sorry about that. You're not hurt, are you?
Law? What on Dana are you doing?
What am I doing? Training, obviously. I found these nice and heavy rocks that I decided to strap onto my arms, but I guess I didn't tie them down good enough because they went flying.
So you were doing improvised weight training?
I can't help it. If I'm not training, it's easy for me to get anxious.
Well, that's fair. Actually, I remember seeing you practicing your forms for some time when we were camping the other...
Yep. No amount of muscle will do you any good if you don't stay on top of your fighting forms. It always feels good when I know I'm still sharp.
Sounds to me like you have too much pent-up energy.
Don't train so hard that you wind up hurting yourself, Law. I promise.
No, I'm not. You never know what we'll run into out there. You can never go into a fight too prepared. And that... Besides, I won't rest until I know that I'm stronger than you.
Oh, I see how it is. Well, I don't plan on letting you beat me. Maybe I'll add some weights to my sword and practice swinging it.
Alvin, are you crazy?
You're right. This does make for decent training. Good call with the extra weight, Law.
Right? Now you get it!
Since we've already come this far, what do you say we have a little one-on-one with our rocks strapped on?
Hell yeah! I'm down for that! Just give me a second, I'll be all ready to roll. Okay? Take this!
I'm just getting started!
Go. You two are cleaning it up.
Yes,
Shion. Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
On your Mirage! Infernal Torrent!
I'm also good with airborne targets.
In a bind, it's over! We've got flyers!
I'm stuck. Let him march in the hammer.
All yours! Begin!
Confiscated.
I'm ready! Law! Hey! Blow them away! My turn! Resonate with you! Lunar Rondo! Sturda! Here I come! You're finished!
Water, where's my call?
Take this! It's over!
Begin! Anything in armor is all mine!
Impressive, Billy.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Or so they say.
People say that?
It's over!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing.
I just noticed none of you other Dahnans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renins.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Dahnan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art. When he slows down, that's our chance.
It's like trying to keep up with a wall.
Come on! They can't get out of this. Infernal Torrent! You're mine!
I'll face you. Take this. In a bind.
By the power of water.
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Can't get out of this! Here I come!
I'm only getting up.
Take this.
This'll come in handy.
In a bind.
Take this! It's over!
Whoa, hey,
You're on! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Explosive ring!
No further.
You're mine! It's over! Flaming thrust! Lunar Rondo!
Pierce the evil!
Infernal Torrent!
No further.
Take this!
I'm ready.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped...
Are you curious about this stuff?
They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renins first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renin who has time to indulge in stuff like that.
Are you interested in this stuff too?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renins have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's...
But of course. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him. This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained.
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything with...
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world.
However, when doing so could...
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience?
Indeed. And it is much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making?
Nah, just regretting I ever said it.
Visibility along this path will... remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well.
Brace yourself! This one's coming! Come and face me! Now, let loose!
Leave the torch to me!
Here's evil!
Everything! My special!
Now, let loose! Mirage!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Where are you going?
Now!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
No further!
Reload!
Take it!
Can you take
Far
it?
enough! You're
I'm ready!
Lightning! Skills in top form, art's working like a charm. Ha!
Someone seems rather pleased with herself.
You... Did you hear all of that? It's so hilly around here.
I'll take you all on!
Lightning condemned! Thunderbolt!
Rising! Inferno turret!
Lightning! It's as soon as the arc!
Rising falcon!
Hope this works!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I'll heal you all!
Rising strike!
The enemy wields our too.
You'll soon see about that!
Burn!
Why'd you human?
To stop you dying?
Let the marksman handle well.
We're on the
Now,
home stretch now.
Technique. How are your
Where are you
weapons holding
going?
up? Best not to give me any ideas.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
I'm
pulling.
ready! Cut them apart to your heart's content. Now!
Long! Hey! Ha! Blow them away!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! Now you come one, come all! Infernal Torrent!
Confiscated!
Armor won't save you!
Far enough!
Begin! No further!
Steel Force!
Take this! It's over! Burn in hell! Be still! Catapult! Mirage!
Do it!
Try this!
Law! Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Here's a healing arc!
Now! You're mine!
Ready.
It's over! Stardust!
I never miss! Do it!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Take this!
On your
It's over! Be still! Mirage! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Onward and upward. Damn it! Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
One more!
Orochi's Fury!
Shiny Supernova! Dance in the wind!
Explosive ring!
Here!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Turbo Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Not today!
Mega Ray! Steel!
Here I come! It's over!
Ready and real! Let me see what I can do!
Prepare to feel. We still fight. Actually, sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Rising Battle!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
It's on!
Benediction light.
Not
I
today!
never miss!
Not in your dreams!
I owe you one!
Dance in the wind! Still
Be
here!
still! Mirage!
Get on it there, brother! Lunar
Infernal
Blast!
Torrent!
Watch and sweep!
Turbo Demon Fang!
Annihilation!
You're finished! Orochi's Fury!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Rising
Dance in the wind! Here!
You're
Do it!
mine!
Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking?
Don't get careless!
Take this!
Don't...
kill me!
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Try this! Infernal Current! Resonate with the earth!
Stalagmite! This one's mine!
Raging Cascade! Searing Flame! Reload! Dance in the wind! Do it here!
Xion!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Sure I've built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Saar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this thing?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Flame of Fury! Thunder Blade!
Glacial Spear!
Be still!
Here's evil!
Mirage! Infernal Torrent! Take this! With the earth!
Lightning! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here.
You're finished! Lightning Strike! Mirage!
Ready and ready! Here's
Take
evil!
this!
Can't get out of this!
Double Demon Fang!
Bullseye! Dance in the wind!
Rising Falcon! Double Demon
Now!
Fang!
Reload!
Blow them away!
Hear me! Hear me!
Glacial Spear!
Explosive Ring!
Looks like it could be... worth something.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist. Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Be still!
Blah, 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 blah!
Begin! Escape!
Where are you going?
Searing Flame! Raging Cascade!
Dazzle!
Hear me! Infernal Fury! Burning Frozen!
Hammer! Here I go! Got you! Photon!
You're mine!
Alright!
I'm ready!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! You're finished! Eat dirt!
Dance in the wind! In here! I will I'll be saving this one! I'm ready!
On your knees! Tear!
Magic advance! Cyclone!
Mirage!
Instant!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Take this!
Where are you going?
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
You're finished!
No complaints here! A new melody!
Scion is now!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
These little ones are hardly worth our
I
time.
shall provide assistance more
You
attack
cut them
without
apart to your
mercy.
because I can't afford to hesitate.
Not against a worthy opponent.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for...
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a white bird. This is barely target practice.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I'm ready! Draw! Hey! Blow them away!
I need to be stronger. Don't get careless.
Here I come! Don't tell me! Eat this! Double demon
I never miss! A whirling struggle.
Will this help?
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummel it to me!
Infernal turret!
In here!
Now you see what I can do! Can you take it?
I'm not... Double this! Take this! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
In the wind! Magna Ray! In here!
Double demon fang!
Any injuries?
I shall ensure you survive this.
Here
You're
goes!
mine! You're finished!
Take this!
It's over! Seal!
Far enough!
You're
You're mine!
Here! Flame of
Double demon fang!
On your...
Spirit! Double demon fang! Castle! You're on! Try this!
I'm ready! Dohaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! I never miss! Now!
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from you!
It's over!
Glacial Spirit!
You're on! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Double demon fang!
Dance in the wind! Air drop!
In a bind?
Freeze Blazer! Now!
Fluid Skid! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
This'll make us even more formidable.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the... Animals at the ranch are all grown now!
I always loved the sound of hammers banging away. I can't eat anymore. Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes, when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I wanted to believe in our paradise so much. I don't blame Dohalim for that.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, we're talking about fixing 300 years.
You might be right. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
This way, I guess. This way, I guess. Guess I misread the landing.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Ready to go!
Evil!
I can carve through armor!
Lightning Blaster!
Tornado drop!
Raging Cascade!
Castle!
Here! I'll be ready for my
Burn!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Take a look!
That's my
We
cue!
turn the tables on him.
There are
Shut him down.
coming through!
Right. No time to hold back.
I never miss!
I am not beyond fury. Benediction.
Do it! Wind after it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady.
Something you wanted to say?
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
I think I'm getting stronger.
What a rush. This one's tough! You're finished!
Here's evil!
Orochi's Fury! This one's all mine!
Here's the blazing cascade!
Explosive ring! Not today!
pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you, truly! Do it!
In a bind?
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
May 1,000
Now!
years carry you
Take
through!
this!
Got you! I'm only
Soda!
getting started!
Elusive deity!
Rotating pilot!
If it's in the
Explode
sky, it's
turret!
mine!
You're mine!
Nailed! I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
I'll
smash you!
In here!
Take it!
Let's get you off the
Tackle!
May 1,000 years carry you to ground!
Elusive deity!
Cyan instant!
You're flying free!
The
The enemy wields arts too.
Can you take care of that?
No sooner said than done!
This one's all mine! Not today!
Lightning orb! Lightning condemned! Thunderblade!
Lightning thrust! Mirage! Try this! Infernal torrent!
Lightning condemned!
Nicely done, Shion.
You're slacking. Step it up!
Yeah. You got it.
Here's a raging cascade!
Thank you.
Orochi's Fury!
Pierce the evil!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
There! And again!
Blue escape! Be still!
So fun! In a bind?
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Another incantation ruined.
Lightning orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Still thinking about how to...
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would for as long as I can remember.
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for... I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking. What
are you talking about?
Is it, though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your...
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term. But you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does. Which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we...
Understood. In that case...
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you...
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to...
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan. Leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured
I'm sure no one doubts.
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Mirage! Lightning thrust! Mirage!
Resonate with the
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
This is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Sleep now. Reload! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Enjoy.
Healing nails!
Stop me dying?
Right.
Lightning order! Raging wall! Let the Martian handle it! Where are you going? Hey, that... Glacier hey, that... Piercing is the wind!
No further!
Here!
Take this! Be still!
Die! Enough ammo
Here.
I'll smash you!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shionne, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shionne!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shionne, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Shionne, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Something wrong? You look like...
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of...
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh...
That's not being frank, that's being
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply
What do you want us to do?
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on survival.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Dahnan to learn...
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to...
Exactly! You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena...
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid... It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues...
You don't need to beat yourself up!
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning...
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like... Although
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can. Can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral art?
Perhaps. But the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame.
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story.
Let's not jump to any conclusions.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put...
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to...
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but...
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he's...
Even by those standards, you've got to admit, this is...
Shionne's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to...
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent.
Well, specifically speaking,
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on
She sounds like his mom rattling.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is...
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers?
What do you intend to do with...
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl.
This is why I hate you, Ren...
Did I say something of...
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might...
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Dahnans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Dahnans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your good hunting. Two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there. You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so heck, he's no better than a lord.
I know. How could he use explosives?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his... If anything, they may well
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying that...
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed...
A victory that's earned by throwing away... I can understand that the Danons here are standing...
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alf.
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. That's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, I don't think that's fair.
I just don't know.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of support, but he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, however, when you take down one dictator only to...
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. When you do that, you're ruling over others. No.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have...
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Music enriches the world around us. Words could not Forgive me.
Don't apologize. It's
Even though the Renans destroyed all...
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dan. The fact that generations of lore... Not that my words can undo...